inflate her. Asked him to use his hands and wrists to gently wrap them around her fist so that he brought his mouthpiece to the tip of his lips. People would ask him what he did for a living, and he would say her. And as he played, she would stare, as if each single note would enter her earlobes and slowly pass down below, enter her toes, and she would ask him to play those like 8 notes until she say so. And if you know light-skinned sax players like I do, you know he ain't gonna say no. So there he was, playing notes that were written on bed sheet music. I don't know what he spoke, but I know what they're saying. That is that she is about to lose it. You see, he's speaking to her in staccato. And she's looking back at him and it's the ass that you got low, and as she's sitting there, I'm in the chair and I'm in the back like, I swear, forget poetry. I want to be a light-skinned brother that plays sax. But that was only until I saw her. And you see, she made me wish I knew how to play keys. See, she had this thing for piano players, so when she wanted to know who knew how to play, I would lie and say me, because she had already envisioned him being the musician, using the small of her back as the board. She had ways of letting him know that F major was her favorite chord, and that as long as he supplied the music, she would supply the score. That consisted of moans and groans that lasted so long you would think he had his foot on her sustain pedal. I mean, she was letting out the type of notes that I didn't know you could sustain in treble. And as he's tickling her ebony and ivory, she's asking him to never stop bleeding. Got her legs crossed so tight you would think that she's not needed. All the while I'm in the back like, God, please, forget poetry. I want to be a dark-skinned, bold brother that knows how to play. But that was only until I saw her. And you see the look on her face makes me wish I knew how to play bass.
Where you at?
See, she knew that those dudes had real strong hands, and she wanted to see for herself if that was the case. She wanted to lay in his lap, wrap her arms around him as if she was the strap, and as he used his right hand to keep her in place, he used his left to strung right below her waistline. And as she heard the entire ensuing bass line, she let out the type of smile that made the whole place shine, because she realized that that type of fingering takes time. And he took his time, strumming strings that had her mind wondering things like if music was his food, she wondered how he would taste. Was trying to figure out ways to get him back to her place, and I know that you are a woman that does everything in grace. But since I know what goes to your mind when you got that look on your face, I'm like, forget this poetry crap. I want to be a dark-skinned brother with long wood that knows how to play bass. That's why I hate musicians. But then, just when I thought that my envy of all musicians was done, that's when all the music stopped. And all I heard was the beat of the drums. Come on. Hey.
Woo!
Ask anyone who she wants in the band and she'll say he's the one. Ask her why, she'll reply with 2 simple syllables. Rhythm. She wants him to use both hands and feet. Place them strategically across her body to make a beat, because contrary to popular opinion, most women like being tapped on their seats. She wants him to start slow. Let it slowly grow until it reaches both of her crescendos, which will end with him playing both of her cymbals. Symbolize that he hadn't just reached her mind, but he also reached her mental. And in that moment, as I look across, I see every woman tapping their feet and thumbs, and that's when I realized, let's keep it real, fellas. I'm not the only one. We all wish that we was a dark-skinned, funny-looking dude that knows how to play. But then just when I'm about to leave the menu, that's when there is complete silence. And I looked around, and that's when God decided to send you. You see, She makes me glad that I'm a poet. Because even though I'm here and she's there, her stare mixed with my words touches her in ways that she didn't even know it. It's as if each single noun would dip at the nape of her neck and pass the participles part her nipples and make them erect, and I haven't even gotten to the best part yet. You see, that is the part where
I just swallowed.
Yeah. They erect yet? See, this is the part where I add words to adverbs to make sure that my adjectives aren't met with an objection, but helps me meet my objective, which is to have her. Have her to the point where she doesn't know what to do or say, and similarly, my similes have to go into more of my metaphor play, and since I'm only doing this to brighten your day, we gonna call this dichotomy's court, and I'm both judge and jury. And I have no problem telling you what your sentence is. While subjects are used to subject you to understanding what your mission is, and predicates are predicated on letting me accomplish what my mission is, if there are any English teachers in the room. I realize I just ended that sentence with the preposition. But I'm hoping that improper English doesn't make her say no to my proposition, was ultimately let me prop her in that position. Baby, listen. I know I started this poem off by saying that I wish that I was a musician. But if you gave me the chance to play any instrument, I would gladly forgo it. Because as far as the power of the spoken word, I can't help if you don't know it, because I'm almost able to get you to do anything I say simply in the way I spoke it. But in turn, I've learned I can't just say it, I've also got to show it, so I want to thank her, I want to thank she, but especially you, for making me glad that I'm a poet. That's my poem, Hating on Obvious.